the floor for questions.
I think it was Bobby Knight used to talk about big game, next game. You know, it's hard sometimes to have that same energy, intensity. Obviously, the crowd wasn't sold out, whatever. I appreciate the ones that were here, but you know, you as a coach, you want to every outing get better. And you know, again, did a lot of good things, but still a lot of things we got to fix and clean up. Proud of the rebounding efforts. Hit 17 out of 17 free throws. That's nice. But too many turnovers in the first half, which was similar to what happened against UConn. We got to clean that stuff up. We shot 59% essentially from the field in the first half. Shot 40% from three. We ought to, you know, have scored more points in that first half, but we were turning it over and losing possession. So just got to get back to work and keep trying to clean things up.
Turnover.
Sorry, Chris.
Apologize, I didn't
No,
catch
you're
up.
good. You're ready.
With the turnover thing, with, you know, showing up just the last couple weeks, what can you do about something like that other than, I mean, you tell them to dot an I across the T, but, I mean, you
Yeah.
slow it down, you speed it up, and you not, what do you do with something?
Well, I just think you gotta just keep working and talking about, you know, we wanna run and transition, push it, but then you gotta be willing to downshift when the numbers aren't there. Instead of forcing a shot, or getting out of control, you gotta be able to downshift, move the ball a little bit, and, you know, try to get more in a half-court situation where we can get a good look. So, I think that's the biggest thing, just being under control and knowing when we got the numbers and when we can test and attack them and when we gotta downshift, back it out, and live to play another day.
That said, second half only 3 turnovers. What did you notice that was different that helped, you know, cut those immensely?
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, again, I don't know that we ran as much in the second half maybe as we did in the first, so maybe that was part of it. And then, you know, they played a lot of zone in the second half, so that could have affected, you know, the ball pressure and passing lanes and that sort of thing. But we'll watch the film here in a little while and try to figure out. You know, the biggest thing I'm asking the young players, don't keep making the same mistake. You know, we gave up a couple of backdoor cuts against UConn, and then we came out here tonight, and in the first half, we gave up a backdoor cut or two. We got out of control a couple of times Sunday and ran over people for charges, and we still did that tonight. So we gotta learn to clean stuff up and not make the same mistakes over and over.
What are some mistakes that you saw in the first couple games that you didn't see tonight that they've improved on over the first couple?
Dang, is that a trick question or what? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, get back up here in a little while. We'll get up there and watch the film, and we'll see. You know, again, we had 13 turnovers at halftime. That's frustrating. We, you know, when we shot the way we did, like I said, we should have been a lot more efficient offensively. So that's the biggest thing sticks in my mind right now.
How's Isaiah?
I think she's fine. You know, there again, we've got 5 scholarship guards, and you debate, what do we do here? And I decided to put her back in for a couple of minutes, and sure enough, tweaks her knee. But we think she just maybe either bumped knees or fell on the floor, and hopefully, you know, we're going to take a day off tomorrow and still have a couple of days to prepare for Rhode Island. Hopefully that time will help her and she'll get some treatment and be okay.
You had 12 assists on 17 made baskets in the first half. What did you like about the ball movement that you saw?
Yeah, I mean, there again, that just goes to show if we take care of the ball, look what can happen. Because again, we had 12 assists on 17 buckets, and we had 13 turnovers. So, you know, my glass is half empty, you know. I know I need to pick it up, but, you know, you're right. That's a good number. I think we are sharing the ball for the most part, making, you know, when somebody, you know, gets out and runs on the break, I think we are trying to get the ball to them. And so I think all those things are good. And, you know, Mimi Collins was 8 for 8 from the field tonight. And, you know, I think we did a good job recognizing, getting her the ball some in transition in the first half especially. So, yeah, I mean, again, that's a good number to see.
In the second quarter, y'all only gave up 2 points like the whole quarter. What goes into a stretch like that?
You know, again, I think we're doing a pretty good job defensively, and I just think they went through a stretch where, you know, the shots didn't go for them. In third quarter, they shot a lot better, I think, and knocked down some. But, you know, let's face it, we had a size advantage, we had some advantages on them physically, and that presented some problems for them, I think. But, you know, overall, you know, you got to be pleased when you give up 35 points, pretty good effort. But like I said, we're still going to see a lot of things on there we can do better.
When you sign 4 top 100 freshmen, you know, they're all the #1 scorer on their high school team. But now it seems like all of them have come in and embraced roles that don't necessarily involve scoring all the time. You know, does that make you proud, happy as a coach?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest adjustment. You know, even our veterans have to realize we got other people around you that are pretty good. But especially when you're a freshman and you were the show, I mean, and I'll be honest, if I coach a high school team and I got a great player that can play at this level, you know, I'm gonna be mad at her if she doesn't shoot, you know. I want all her fouls to be charges, you know, because she's attacking. But you gotta adjust that when you get here to this level, and you still want to be aggressive and look to score, but at the same time, you got to recognize when people help or double, I've got to distribute the ball to my teammates. But yeah, I think they're doing a pretty good job of that, and we need them to just continue to grow. We're going to need them, and so they're going to have to, again, quit making the same mistakes, keep getting better.
Anything else for Coach Moore? Great.
Thanks,
Thanks,
thank y'all
everybody.
for being here.
Thank you.